Hi, this is Kathy. Today is 121st day of my English diary. Welcome to my channel. Today I will continue the topic in the Cambridge IELTS 7, and my topic is about the ideas and education, and it is the part 3, and the question is, some people think that education should be about memorizing the important ideas of the past. Do you agree or disagree? Why? Should education encourage students to do their own new ideas? Why? How do you think teachers could help students to develop and share the new ideas? So let's begin. As for the first question, some people think that education should be about memorizing the important ideas of the past. I agree with this idea to a certain extent, but I still think that there is another very important objective of education, that is to cultivate the students' independence of thinking. I also think this part is critically important. So as for the second question, should education encourage students to have their own new ideas? Yes, of course. I think the education is to make you be more clever and more intelligent. So it doesn't mean that tell you some ideas of the past. We can learn a lot from the knowledge of past, because our ancestors have a lot of experience of success and failure. So we can learn a lot from the experience, but we also have to make a conclusion from this experience. It means that we have to think by ourselves, right? So the education is not that just tell you what is right or what is wrong. It tells you what is the truth, what happened to our ancestor and what we can learn from it, and education tells us how to think independently, and how to make a very new point by ourselves. And I think this is more important. If we just know how to follow others, then we can't have our own ideas, and it means that maybe some others idea is not very correct, but we just think, oh, she's a very famous people, oh, maybe she's point is very correct, but actually it's not the truth. I believe that any point, maybe we just can't say is correct or not, and it needs the time to test it. So we should have the ability to challenge any viewpoint, and this is the meaning for the education. So as for the third question, how do you think teachers could help students to develop and share their own ideas? And I think that the teacher should at first tell the students the importance of education, and tell them that how important to have their own idea. We should have our own idea and don't always follow others. We should learn how to think it and build up our own value system. And only by this we can find out the truth of the problem, and maybe it will be more easily for us to solve the problem in our daily life and work. And the second point is that the the teacher should encourage their students to have their own point, and maybe their point is totally different from others, but the teachers should always encourage them and maybe to some extent avoid them, and the teachers should always make a lot of chance for the students to speak out their own point, and let the students to think independently. And I think this is what the students can do for the teachers can do for the students. So this is all of my video. Goodbye. See you next video. Bye bye.